Today, we are going to interview Tara Graves from Oval Medical Aesthetics right here inside of Museum Merchant and Scan Design. Let's have a look and see what she has to say. Come on in. Welcome to Boulevard TV. This is Mario here today with Tara Graves from Oval Medical Aesthetics.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for taking your time today to sit down and have a little chat.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, come on, you gorgeous woman. I love having beautiful people around me. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? So Tara, you've been around the Okanagan for a long time. Have you been born and raised here?
No, I wasn't. I was actually born in the prairies. I was born in Winnipeg.
Okay.
I spent 17, almost 18 years in Winnipeg, where I graduated high school and made my way across the province, moved out to British Columbia, and then
What brought you out here?
The film industry. I was really intrigued by it. I really, I had I worked with a production for like a really short little stint where I was like helping them with their Polaroids. I took Polaroids of actors and all sorts of, for their continuity, and it sparked an interest in me in the film industry, so I wanted to move to Vancouver. So I moved to Vancouver, and I was in Vancouver until 2003, at which time my brother passed away.
I'm
so
sorry.
we moved out to Kelowna.
Was it mostly because you didn't want it to be then in Vancouver anymore? Or more
no,
like
it was just because my mom needed me here,
Nice.
and we needed family. It was a tough time for us.
I can totally relate to that. My family, they all live in Germany. So having people close by,
Yeah,
it does
and it
make
was just time for a change. Vancouver was growing rapidly, and I maybe wasn't really wanting to be a part of Vancouver anymore at the time. I mean, I love Vancouver, don't get me wrong, but it's busy. I like the pace of Kelowna.
I get it.
I love it here. I love the people here. I love the community. I love the city. I love the sunshine.
Yeah.
I love Kelowna.
You
Really glad I moved.
You're a
here.
very elevated person, and that is like in Vancouver. I find with the rain, the cloud is always a lot of like people just a little less chipper. You know,
Yeah.
so you're very spirited person. And actually, I now actually I'm putting things together. How our mutual friend Leanne, she was in the film industry. I guess that's how you guys ended up meeting.
Yeah, we ended up meeting because Colleen, a friend of hers who does a lot of modeling for her, Colleen Bachman's model.
She actually modeled for me, Colleen Bachman.
Yeah, so she's terrific.
Yeah.
Colleen introduced me to Leanne. She said, you know what, you're going to absolutely love my friend, and I think that she should come and do some video footage of you and talk about all the treatments that you do and the work that you do.
You said treatments. You were in the pharma industry for a long time.
Pharma? No.
Pharma? Weren't you in pharma? So,
no, I guess I'd say fell into this passion. And then it literally became a passion for me. I had a friend who had asked me if I would help them with their clinic. And in doing so, I realized how much I loved it. And I began to research and study and learn and take courses and programs and learn everything I could about skincare, makeup, lasers, applications, how to use them together. And I fell so in love with it that I stuck it out, and now here I am, Oval Aesthetics.
And it's been now how many years? 15, 16?
15, yeah,
15 years,
16 years.
God, man, that's quite a long time. When I did a little bit of research on you kind of revolutionized the industry a little bit.
I did.
So how did you do that?
Well, I recognized the flaw in that there is no such thing as one single device being able to do all of the concerns that somebody may have on their journey into aging. One single device can't do it all. I can't say like this single device is going to take care of your laxity and your wrinkles and your pigmentation and your vascular concerns and your overall aging. But when I blended them all together, really in a quite unique pattern, which is exclusive to Oval Aesthetics, I discovered that they actually not only speak a language together, but they're like an entire team. And that's why it can make the difference in someone's skin. And so when you look at someone, even though somebody might have a particular concern, there's other causes and effects that are happening in someone's face, their structure, the density of their skin. There's just so many layers to it. So the 5D is a treatment that is all the layers together.
That's amazing. And it's not just skin, you do also do hair.
We do hair.
And
yeah. So the same rules apply to hair as they do for my signature 5G. A team works better than a single application. And I've been working with hair now for like almost a decade. So we started out in the really early development of being able to regenerate hair with just a couple of applications. Now I'm using 5 different applications simultaneously together for my hair restoration.
Is it like a trademark, or is it like a secret that nobody else does, or do you like to talk about it? Not really?
I don't really like to talk about it quite yet, because there's still so much of it that's in the development stages, but it's effective and it works. And it works again because it's that synergy of energies. I'm not just asking one energy to do the job of 5.
So for you, it's more about the energy work is on top of also the clinical stuff that comes with it.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like I liken it to like if you're going to the gym and you're going to go work out, and if you add a workout program with a diet and exercise program with a trainer, with your protein powder, with eating right, you're going to get the results. So it's the same when you're doing my treatments. There's a home care plan and a system that's in place, as well as your clinical applications. So when you bring them together, there's a lot of things about us when we were younger that we did things like tanning beds, overusing the sun, not eating properly, all those things. As we get older, like I'm 53 now, so
you look great.
Thank you. We get older, those signs of aging are on our skin. I don't even believe in anti-aging. I literally believe in aging with grace.
I do believe in that too.
Right.
We're all age. At the end of the day, we're all age.
That's what we came to this planet to do.
and like I do believe like we're not supposed to stick around anyways.
No.
Like we're going to move on, make room for the new generation, and
to make room for the new generation. And I mean, I'm a spiritual woman, so I believe there's another journey after this one.
Yeah. That's awesome. We had prior to our conversation, we talked about me, because I'm getting a little thinner up here. And I was absolutely fascinated by the process, how you explained it very in detail without being invasive. I'm, for instance, a person, I'm scared of needles and pain. I'm a baby.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Ask my wife, I would, it's horrid.
Yeah.
So, but the way you explained it and what you did is none of them is invasive.
No, it's not
That's
invasive.
Amazing.
I mean, ever so slightly, if you want to call it invasive, it's not painful. It's very tolerable. It's quite comfortable for the most part of our process. And then you have like a very distinct home care system for each of the applications that we do.
I like that. And it was actually, I felt it when we were talking, very comfortable. And just having, okay, because it's a personal thing.
It's personal.
You lose your hair and you're trying to, I guess a lot of men don't really want to talk about it.
Right.
Yet it happens, so you don't want to admit to it, but you have to. So it's kind of...
Yeah, and we make the whole process really comfortable. We have a really comfortable, beautiful clinic. It's a really comfortable space. My team members are amazing, and they are talented and skilled, and they're kind. So.
When it comes to finding the right person in your business, that's a tricky...
It's tricky. I'm actually hiring again.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
okay.
We're hiring right now.
So if anybody's out there, guys, Oval Aesthetics, Okanagan.
We're hiring both in the hair restoration, and we're also hiring for a medical laser technician, somebody that's got some experience that wants to come and join our team.
So we're running actually in the summer season. In the Okanagan, the heat is pretty heavy here. No sun, maybe sun, stay covered.
I mean, my clients are amazing. They're really, they'll listen to the rules. Depending on what application we're doing, there may be, I don't want you going boating after you've had a 5D facelift and not, and laying out and baking in the sun, obviously,
5D facelift.
5D facelift.
What's that?
So that's my signature treatment.
Okay.
That consists, I've actually got 3 of the treatments now because we've developed it so much further. But the signature 5D is something that I created in 2012. And now we've mastered it. I've had over a decade.
So what does that include?
So it includes 5 different laser applications that's working for different purposes. So I'm looking to take care of somebody's skin laxity, overall skin rejuvenation, pigmentation, vascular.
But you're not going to stretch anything or cut shit off.
There's no incisions. There's no surgery. There's not even any stuffing and puffing. It's all laser application, radio frequencies, and a whole bunch of sort of things that are exclusive to my treatment. That when you come in for a free consultation, I will.
So nobody can get that anywhere else.
Well, I'm not giving away any of my secrets.
Okay, so the answer is no.
So the answer is no.
So that's awesome.
No, the only place they can get the signature 5D is at Oval Aesthetics.
And how long is that process? Like 5 days or?
Nope. So it's actually about a little over 3 months that you're with me. I see you every couple of weeks, and we do different applications and a very instinctive series of applications with different products that we use in the clinic as well to basically encourage cellular turnover, increase collagen and elastin, and literally, for the best way to explain it, I guess, is almost give your cells a new message on how to behave, because they can behave younger.
Give yourself the message.
Cells. Like your
my cells.
Yeah,
okay,
the cells. Yeah.
To how to behave younger.
How to behave more youthfully.
It's like train them to be.
It's like almost reprogramming them.
Yeah, the habits that they have.
Yeah, and you can give them a new signal, a new message, and they will just respond.
But then you, as a person, you still have to keep.
You have to, you have to use the products that I ask you to use. You have to use sunscreen. You have to hydrate. You have to, wash your makeup off. You have to do all the things.
I don't have any of them.
Yeah, but but a lot of the habits that we developed, I personally even remember being in my 20s, and it wasn't something that we talked about. It wasn't like these are all the rules and regulations to be able to make sure that you have healthy skin as a 40 and 50 and 60-year-old. We did what our parents did, which they didn't have the training either. So now we know so much more this day and age on how to take care of our skin. We know so much more about our bodies, how to take care of our bodies, our minds, spiritually. We know so much more.
It is, what is really, really fascinating that initially I've never moisturized my skin. And I don't know, there was a guy long time, not that long ago, like maybe 5-6 years ago. He had beautiful skin always. I was like, oh shit, you're older than me, you look great, you're younger. And he said, just moisturize.
Moisturize.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I started doing that every morning. I put cream on. It makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Especially for men.
Well,
because a lot of men don't, I don't
know very many. So it's funny because I've actually had 2 or 3 clients in the past week that have said my skin looks so amazing that my husband wants to come now.
Ooh. So do you see now more men?
Oh yeah,
actually?
I've seen quite a few men over the past few years that come in because they want to do. I mean, there's no reason in not wanting to look our best, whether you're male or a female. Everybody wants to look and feel great, and I'm not trying to make anybody 29 again. Well, I'm trying to make you the best 56, 59, 70, whatever age it is that you come to see me. I'm going to make your skin look the best it possibly can.
So which one would be then your favorite?
Favorite
treatment that you...
Well, I have a special fondness for my acne clients, my kids that come in to see me. I mean, obviously for everybody, but when I see young girls come into the clinic, very recently, I've got a young girl that's been seeing me for several months now, and the repair in her skin is incredible. She came in, hair covering her face, hoodie over her. I'm not going to grad. I don't want to see people. And now she bounces in the clinic and she's like, "You're the favorite part of my week."
That's amazing. It is because I got.
It's life changing for them, right? When they when they come in and they're so confident.
Especially if they come in first, not confident, and now they're leaving, and their shoulders are up.
Yeah, we treat psoriasis as well. I've got a lady, actually, she'll be being posted this week in the next couple of days, probably. The progression that we were able to do to heal her psoriasis. So we treat psoriasis, we treat toenail fungus, we treat cystic acne.
Toenail fungus?
We treat toenail fungus. Yeah.
God, I shouldn't have.
Yeah, we treat, and I mean, it's something that when I first started to I was like, well, I don't want to be the fungus girl. But then
Oh God, that's not something you want to advertise, actually.
But then, you do, because people go, there's a treatment for this. I don't have to take drugs. And it's the same with the bacteria for kids with their acne-prone skin. We don't want them going and taking these invasive drugs that are harmful to their bodies. We have ways, and I just actually this year made the ambassador of Airlays for her community, and I bought the Era device as well. So it's a fully ablative device, but I've found a very unique way to actually take it from being about a 7 to 10 day downtime to only a 5-day downtime. So now we can not only just kill the bacteria that's causing someone's acne, but I can also treat the scars that are left behind. And the scars that are left behind, I think we treat at Oval both on an emotional level and a physical level.
That's amazing. Actually, that's my daughter, my oldest daughter, does have quite a bit of that one.
And you'll have to bring her in to see me.
Well, it might be a little... Actually, yeah, she's coming this summer.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Beautiful.
I didn't know about the toenail fungus too. That's so random, actually.
It's random, but my team, I've got my team that helped me, and we've all got a job, and
everybody has their specific.
Everybody has their specific details of what they do for the clinic, and everybody helps to support all the things that I'm doing. I have a great team.
You do, eh?
Yeah, I have a really great team. So
we were talking about this earlier. Like, it is hard to find really good people, but to keep them around. Like, I have a great team too that I work with, but keeping them for the longer period of time is usually.
Well, I've got my partner Lee and my niece Mackenzie, and now we're looking to bring in another 2 team members.
Wow, so you're expanding.
We're
a little
expanding,
bit.
yeah.
Are you maybe looking at opening another clinic, or?
Feel like
hello.
that's going to be like somewhere in the pretty near future.
That's amazing. Yeah. So what is your plan then with the clinic? Like, how do you, you revolutionized already the aesthetics world with your custom 5D treatment. Where do you want to take Oval?
Well, I am working on some really top secret stuff right now, but I'm not quite ready to.
This is not the place to make that announcement.
It's not quite the place, but I'm pretty excited to launch some pretty new, exciting stuff to the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And when is that? This year, next year?
Probably by before January. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm working on some clinical studies right now as well.
Oh, also you have actually people that you're before and after to make sure you're actually covering the whole thing. That's exciting. I do have doing all those clinical treatments, that's a very lengthy process.
It is lengthy.
And it needs to be licensed and then registered, and then before and after. Yeah. So that's a major investment.
And it's combinations of existing technologies and how they work together as a team. Mm-hmm. Again, it's for me, I've recognized the manipulation of energy, I guess.
The manipulation of energy. Well, I guess we all have a frequency.
We all have a frequency.
Even right
we
now
are
where
energy.
we're sitting,
we are energy.
like it is all energy.
It's energy.
I have a good friend of mine. He actually has an energy patent. It's a patent where it changes the water, the energy of the water, and it allows the body then to hydrate even more.
Yeah,
it's fascinating. And they have clinical terms.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Some of the things that, honestly, it's kind of like the past few years have been like being on the Star Treks of aesthetics. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So you're a bit nerdy too about this stuff,
Yes, I'm a bit of a...
Although you don't look like a nerd, but I guess you are a little nerdy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a skin nerd, and I'm also I have really high expectations of myself, so I guess I'm a bit of a results junkie. Mm-hmm. I want the result.
I love that.
I'm a combination of a skin nerd and a results junkie, so it's like the skin fairy.
Talk about result junkie. Tell me, what most amazing before and after have you had? Where somebody walked in and crazy and then walked away like, holy shit, you just made that happen?
Hundreds of them, hundreds. So I know my work works. I know that the treatments that I do actually...
So you it's probably not the right thing to say, but from the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. It's not,
yeah.
I'm not saying it is, but that's how the people feel themselves.
I think so because it builds confidence. My clients are amazing. I love every single one of them. They've been with me for decades. Some of these women have been with me on this journey, and they continue to trust me and continue to let me build on what we started many, many years ago. As we've advanced with technology, I've advanced with it, with studies and training and research, and I continue to advance with.
That's amazing.
The technology.
That's amazing. I guess it just works for you, hey? As the technology progresses, everything just becomes a little bit.
I incorporate more and more of it into my treatments. So now we've got the Signature 5D, we've got the Ultimate 5D, and now we've also got the Ultimate 5D Reverse as well. So that's incorporating some of the Airlays platforms that I brought into the clinic this year, which are the Neo Elite and the Era Elite.
I guess with the social media and everything coming into this place, things are becoming a little bit easier to spread the word out and show people befores and afters.
Absolutely. Before and afters. Plus I've got like oodles of them at the clinic to be able to show. My clients have such confidence in the work that I do for them. They're perfectly okay with being on social media for me. They're like myself, like they're over 50, right? We have a different sort of set of security. Confidence in ourselves. So to show people what I do and for them to.
I guess a lot of those people became friends over the years too.
Of course, yeah.
And you just.
And they let me put them I've got oodles of people on my website for before and afters, for scar reduction, for 5D facelifts, for reverse treatments, for acne treatments. I've even got toenail fungus and hair restoration.
That is actually something I hate to say that, but I think I do have some like that too. Maybe I should see you for that too.
You should see that.
Because I'm glad I have covered feet today.
It's very common.
Is it mostly common in men and women?
I think I think I have equal, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I think women tend to get it from, I don't know, maybe
flip-flops,
spas, or
okay, they go to
the
shitty
gym, or maybe like sharing clippers with a partner may have passed it on. It is highly contagious.
Really?
So it is something that if you've got it, you want to try your best to keep it to yourself.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell her that because otherwise.
Right. So, but we'll clip that out of this entirely.
Well, then otherwise she's just everything I touch. She's going to be like, no, don't touch
that.
Like, oh God, I don't need another thing. Right. It's like do this or do that. No. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I had no idea that you do that too. I thought it was mostly like the skin, and the hair.
So
very diverse.
We're very diverse because the lasers and the applications that I've just chosen to purchase for my clinic are very diverse. The Airlays device in itself, the Neo, can do 36 different indications, which is enormous. So just by changing the frequency in the hand pieces, I'm able to target veins on someone's skin. I'm able to target pigmentation. We can treat melasma.
How do you find all this stuff?
This industry is like pretty big, right? It's a pretty huge industry.
Yeah.
So a lot of these reps will come to me to show me the newest technology. And when I see something that's really exciting, or I can understand why it's unique and how it's going to work for what I already do for my clients, to be able to just naturally bring it in to even enhance further what I'm able to do for somebody. I'm always watching for new technologies, and I'm always open for reps to come in and show me what they have.
I guess the reps, the clients, they come in and just like, hey, we got this
We've got this new thing, and I've worked with so many different laser companies over the years that they're always, manipulating their technologies in order to make it greater.
What is the best one you can think of right now?
The 5D facelift.
Yeah. Because it's custom to you.
Because it's customized. And everybody says it's customized, but I'm literally customizing 5 to 7 different energies specifically to what your concerns are.
So it's like for every single person different?
Every single person.
Jeez. It's like getting.
So I'm using all the same energies, but I'm customizing those energies specifically to generate the change in what your needs are.
But once you've done that, I would assume it's still like you still need maintenance.
You still
just
need
like your car.
Absolutely, you still need maintenance. I mean, if you stop going to the gym, you're gonna not keep your six-pack. So it's the same.
Excuse me.
But it's the same idea. Yeah, you're gonna have to maintain it. But what my job initially is to help reverse the signs that are there already, and then we can maintain.
So it is very important after the fact as well. Okay, here's a certain skincare routine that you gotta keep going.
That you want to keep using.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna continue. You're never gonna stop wearing sunscreen.
Yeah.
Like,
actually, you know what? This is actually one thing that I'm very, very bad at. I never put sunscreen in.
Yeah, men are typically more. I mean, you guys also didn't have the role model to be able to say, "Hey, son, put your." I mean, I've got a 24-year-old, and I have to say, put sunscreen on probably every other day, and I don't even know. He doesn't live with me, so I don't know if he's actually doing it. Yeah, yeah. But that's that's a very man thing.
My wife always says that, like, put some sunscreen on. We'll go on a boat.
Yeah, and so when you put it, or if you do, you're like, oh, I'm exposed, I'm outside, I'm camping, I have to put sunscreen on because my wife is putting sunscreen, or I'm putting it on my kids.
Yeah.
But to get up in the morning and but I've got sunscreens for men and women. I've got the most beautiful sunscreens at the clinic there. They've got pigment. I mean, that's actually what I'm wearing is sunscreen most of the time. I don't wear makeup on my skin. I just wear sunscreen.
Really?
On my skin. Yeah, it's got tint, it's got pigment, it's got protection. It's even got like powder hyaluronic acid and liquid hyaluronic acid.
See, that is way too much for me.
But
it's cool stuff that you should have.
Yeah, that you should have. And I've got lots of sunscreens for men that just are, that don't even show anything. You just have sunscreen on and you put moisturizer on. That's about as far as I usually push the guys until they really start to, delve into it a bit more. It's hard to to create a new routine when your routine is like,
you see, that's the tricky part. Like, as much as I keep telling my kids to put sunscreen on, but then I don't do it.
Right.
I know it's important, but it's the routine that I don't have. I mean, I have it for putting putting moisturizer on in the morning.
And that's great. That's a great step one. So now you just need the step two. Well, there's a couple more steps, but we'll talk about those later.
There's another one. Well, that's quite amazing. So you work on the aesthetics. You and your partner.
Yep. I work on the social media side of things too, so I work with my social media team. That helps me to get my message out.
Yeah.
Getting more comfortable with doing these kind of things where I'm speaking.
Being in front of a
why would you not in front of a camera?
You have a whole family in the business.
I do. So I've got my niece.
How is that going?
Great. So I've got my niece Mackenzie. I've got Lee, my partner.
Yeah.
And now we're going to be bringing on. I ran out of family members to bring onto the team, so now we're spreading it out to the world. We are hiring.
I can't imagine to be in business with any of my family members. They're lovely people. There is no freaking way I would be doing anything with them.
Yeah.
But they're nice people. It's just so I grew up in a culture where having a family business and working together is amazing. It's like, keep it within the family. What a great thing to do.
Yeah.
In lots of cultures, actually, that's a given. Canada, not so much.
Not so much.
Which is kind of sad. But again, like me in German, I couldn't work with my parents.
Right.
No, my brother. Actually, I think I possibly could. Well, probably not with my brother. But he has a good business mind. But I don't think we could work together. No. So how is that working for you?
I could work with my brother. I'm hoping that my brother decides to join my team. I think that would be
But it's different
amazing.
if like you run the show.
Yeah.
So that's
I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like when we did you like running the show.
I do.
Are you a bit of a micromanager, or do you you leave everybody do themselves? You like to be in control.
I mean, I think I'll give instruction, and then I guess I expect that my instruction's understood.
So the answer is yes, I like to be in control. Actually, this is
okay, yeah. So maybe
it is, and there's another,
Sure,
I like.
But I have a very specific designed treatment plan for everybody, so it's very easily, it's fluid. It follows a very set of succinct steps that I've created. So it's not hard to follow the plan.
No, and
I create the plan for the new client that comes in.
Yeah.
We design the plan, then that is that individual's plan.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, I'm going to tweak it along the way if I see that there's, again, that brings me back to being a results junkie. Like if I'm like, yeah, you know what, I can even get more of that, or I can change that even more, then I'll change it even more.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic, and evolving and having the ability to actually evolve with that is a very progressive thing to do. You know, so if you get the younger generation, you said your nieces in there, what a great thing to do, growing up in that industry, and then learning from you, and I hope that is the case.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. She's like a little sponge. She's amazing.
You know, my parents grew up very differently. Your parents grew up very differently.
Very
Like you were on a farm.
Yeah, I was in Winnipeg, so I wasn't on a farm.
Okay.
I was in a house.
That's how I see.
Yeah, that's how you see Winnipeg.
Yeah, that's like,
yeah,
okay.
No, Winnipeg is it's an amazing, it's like an artsy, cultural city. I mean, I grew up with Folklorama and Birds Hill Park and camping and Hecla Island and all these like gorgeous places. So
Very nice.
I had a really nice like outdoor childhood, but not a farm. We lived. My father was an architect. My mother was in real estate. We had a beautiful home in River Heights.
So your father was an architect?
Yeah, my father was an architect. He was a professor as well, so he taught architectural drafting. My mother was in real estate.
So you have the entrepreneurialism like within you.
I think so, yeah. Just by nature. My mom was a great salesperson.
Yeah.
She did really well.
She's in Kelowna, right?
She's coming to come stay with me this summer.
Okay.
She's actually in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Yeah. And my father passed away.
Okay.
In 2009.
Right. And so your mom doesn't work right now, or is she?
No, she's retired.
Oh, lucky duck,
Yeah,
man.
she's retired, so she's like, I want to come out and I want you to do treatments. And yeah, so I'm going to do treatments on her, and she'll be one of my models to help me with training my new staff team members.
What a great way to do that.
She's like, I'll be your model.
That's amazing. Well, I hope you're going to continue this path, and I think you're going to be rocking us, actually. There's two things I have to come and see you. My toe, apparently.
Yep.
And my hair.
Yeah, and the toe can go systemic, so you definitely want to get in there before. When we do the toe treatments, I treat all 10. You don't get away with just the toe that's infected. I treat all 10 because it is systemic, it is contagious, it is infectious, and once it's systemic, it's going to go everywhere. It's going to be in all of them. Okay. But we'll check them out when you come in. And
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
I very much look forward to more and the announcements so that we can share some more later in the year.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.